Hello friend, in this video we will discuss the sheet metal. So what is sheet metal design? So if you see, the sheet metal is the process of creating the 3D models and the drawing of the part made from the sheet metal using the bending, cutting, punching and forming operations. So there are number of bending operations are there, cutting operations are there. So these operations we use to create the final part from the thin sheet. Okay, so we generally got the flat thin sheet. So on that we perform the bending operation, cutting operations, some forming operations are there. So we will get the part, and generally it is focusing on the manufacturability, flat pattern development and maintaining the standard design rule like bending radius and the relief. So there are some standard guidelines for the sheet metal design. Okay, like we can say the design for manufacturing, like DFM rules are there, how we can maintain the radius, how we give the reliefs. So those guidelines we need to follow so that we can avoid the errors in the parts and defects in the parts. Or the flat pattern is very important in the sheet metal, so accurate flat pattern developments we need to give to the supplier or the manufacturer. So here you can see, so the thickness of the sheet is standard, and we need to generally while designing the part, so we need to take the standard thickness. So so in organizations we have the standard thickness chart for the sheet metal. So based on that thickness we need to choose the standard thickness. So the center line of the sheet you can see, so this is the imaginary line. Okay, so this we generally call it as a neutral line. So this one is very important while developing the flat pattern. So this one is the imaginary line, but we need to consider this neutral line. Okay, so inside portion, if you bend the sheet, the inside portion it is in the compression zone, and the outside portion it is in the stretching zone. Okay, so it will expand and inside it is compressed. Next we have the K factor. So K factor it nothing but the ratio of the location of the neutral axis. Generally we call it as into small t, and material thickness it is in capital T during the bending. So it is nothing but the ratio of the location of the neutral axis to the thickness. So small t it indicates the location of the neutral axis. So in standard means in a actual or the ideal condition, the neutral axis is at the center, but while bending it will shift. Okay, it will there will be the small shift. So that location it is denoted with a small t, the location of the neutral axis to the thickness of the sheet. So this ratio is called as K factor. Okay, so uh, it helps in calculating the bend allowance and the bend deductions. So in bend allowance and bend deduction formula we use the K factor, and this K factor value is generally varies from 0.3 to zero point 0.5. It depends on the material and the bending method we use. So what is bend allowance and what is bend deduction? Okay, so in bend allowance, it is the length of arc in the bend region. So if we see here, okay, so this bending is there. So this if you see from this point to this point, So this arc, if we straight, means if we straight this arc, means unbend this arc, so that complete length of the arc is nothing but the bend allowance. Okay, so bend allowance is the length of the arc in the bend region measured along the neutral axis. Means at the level of neutral axis, if you measure, it is used to calculate the accurate flat pattern. Okay, this is very important in the sheet metal design. So we need to accurately we need to calculate the flat pattern length, so that the final bend part remains the accurate dimension. And similarly, bend deduction is the amount subtracted from the total length of the part. Okay, amount subtracted from the total length of part to define the flat pattern size. The both flat bend deduction and bend allowance, both are used for the calculating the flat pattern, and it accounts for material deformation during the bending. So bend deduction, it is account for the deformation and bending. So from this image actually we can completely understand. So bend allowance, if we calculate the total length of the flat pattern, then this flat is equal to x1 plus y1, means like from x1 and y1 we need to measure, and this arc length we need to add, so it will use the complete flat length. So it is in the bend allowance. And in the bend deduction, so we have the complete flat length, and from the flat length, how we are measuring, how to get the flat length. So we are measuring completely from this end to this surface. So complete x we are measuring, complete y we are measuring, and then we are deducting, means we are subtracting these components, then we will get the flat, complete flat length. So this one is the alternative flat deduction. Okay, so we are here, we are that bending length we are we are reducing, and in bend allowance we are adding. But here the measurement approach is different. So in bend allowance we are measuring till the bend edge, and here in bend deductions we are measuring completely from end to end. So why the minimum bend radius is important? So this one is very important. So minimum bend radius prevent the cracking or tearing of the sheet metal. So this one is very important guidelines in the sheet metal design. So if the radius is too small, the metal becomes overstressed. Okay, so for mild steel, so the radius should be greater than or equal to the thickness. Okay, so and for aluminum part you can choose the radius is greater than equal to 1.5 times of t or 2 times of t. Okay, so general guidelines you remember, always radius should be greater than or equal to thickness of the sheet metal. Okay, so this will avoid the cracking and tearing of the sheet. So what is bend relief? So bend relief is a very important. Okay, so if you are adding some bends in the design, so at that time you should provide the relief. So you can see this one is a flat pattern, okay, and this one is a bended one. So here they have added the bend relief, but here it is not added, so it will show like tearing of the sheet. Okay, and it gives the sharp corner. So bend relief is a small cut, okay, created at the end of the bend to avoid the tearing and deformation during the bending. So it is used when bend intersect an edge or corner. So at that, if we add the bend something like this, so it will tear the sheet, okay, and it will use the sharp corner, and it will be look like this. Okay, then we have the hemming. So hemming generally we use at the corner. Okay, so hem you can see first. So this type of means bending of the edge, it if we call it as a hem. So hem is created by folding the sheet 180-degree on itself. So like this corner we have bent like this. So like this one lifted one, this is open hem, this is closed one, yeah, okay, sticked with the sheet. So this is closed hem and this is teardrop hem. So generally in the design we most of the time we use the teardrop hem. Okay, so there are number of other hemming operations are there, like a flat hem. Okay, so this one is we call it as closed hem or flat hem, this is open hem. Rolled also, a rolled hem also we use, and tear dropped hem, and this one is the roped hem. So to avoid any sharp corner or for aesthetic surfaces we use this hemming operations. If for safety purpose like a smoothing edge, for steepness purpose also we add the hemming, and for aesthetic as I said. So these operations we use. So what is the difference between the punch and die? So punch, you can see this image. Okay, so this one is the punch and this one is the die, and between this punch and die we keep the workpiece or sheet. You can say sheet. So we are forcing this punch, and from the die we get the proper shape. Okay, so punch move downward and shape or cut the sheet. So and die stationary tool that support the sheet and define the final shape. So together they perform the operation like bending, punching, embossing or forming operations. Okay, so from the die we are getting the final shape. So what are the common sheet metal operations? So there are number of operations are there in the sheet metal design. So like bending operations. So in the bending operations there are different bending operations are there. Blanking operations, punching operations, some notching operations, cutting operations are there. Okay. So forming operations are there. Number of forming operations, hemming, lancing, embossing. So these are a few operations and commonly used. So there are other different operations are there and subtypes are there. Okay, so these operations are so in the one sheet part if we consider, so there are a number of operations are performed if it is complicated sheet metal parts and required the number of operations. So on the single part only there are different operations are used. So what is springback and how to avoid it? So in sheet metal actually the springback it is nothing but the elastic recovery of the metal. So after bending. So uh, after bending, so this bend flange is actually try to recover its original position, and so because of that what happened, the required angle we will not get. So this is the issue while the bending, so we call it as a spring back. Okay, so if you see here, so I have bent this sheet, I have bent the sheet, but after releasing the force or after releasing the punch, so this flange actually it is somewhat is try to recover to original position and stopped at this point. So so this angle will be increased, but I want this is the my requirement, so it is shifted. So this is the spring back. Okay, so for that what we need to do? Okay, so we need to increase the bending radius. So these are the different approach we can use to get the proper angle. Okay, or the final angle. So we can increase the bend radius or use the bottoming or coining method, okay, or select the material with the lower yield strength, or overbend the part slightly. Means we suppose we required the 90 degree, so at that time we need to bend to 91, okay, so that we'll get the 90. So based on that we can try, and we can overbend the part slightly, or we can choose the right material, or use the different bending method and increase the bending radius, okay. So this is called as springback effects in the sheet, okay. Okay, so friend, we'll come up with the more questions and we'll understand the sheet metal in a detailed way in upcoming video. So thank you for watching.